everybody, how's it going? I've gotten so many compliments on my coasters, I decided to do a video tonight of just resin coasters. And so I'm going to be using a combination of Pinata inks and Ranger inks. And what I like to do, this is the thing that's always so fascinating to me, is I'll take the same colors and do it for two different coasters. I'll put these same colors in the same place and they'll both turn out completely different. And I just think that's absolutely fascinating. So I've got 3 and 3 on the Baja Blue, and that's a Pinata ink, and then my Blanco. And this stuff is the real magic. This makes all the fun happen. And so we've got blue in there. We're going to add a little bit of red on the opposite sides, and since I dropped one in the middle of the blue, I'll have to do that on the other side. Oops. There we go. And I think we're going to come in here with just a touch of yellow in the middle. And they're already completely different. The ink has traveled differently in each one of these. So this is very exciting. This is one of the things I really like about using this. And then we're going to come in here with some Ranger Botanical Green, and I'll do that here too. And we'll put one there. So 5 drops in each. And you can already see that they look similar, but they're just slightly different because the alcohols move in different directions. And we're going to come back in here with a little bit of purple. And I like to really layer my colors. You get a much better depth of color as you continuously layer them. And it actually helps with the overall process because you'll get a much richer color when you layer them like this. And I'm going to come back in here with the Sapphire Blue. And I'm going to put that on top of the couple of areas here. And once we put the Blanco on that, I think I'm going to come in here with my red right on top of the blue to intensify the purple. It separates them slightly, but it also intensifies the color change. So I sometimes will do 2 different colors and see what they end up making, one on top of each other as they're layered. And it usually comes out really pretty cool. And just because we haven't done it yet, we're going to throw a little touch of orange in here. So we're going to put one in between. And go back in with our Blanco. And let's see, what else should we do with these? I think I'm going to come back in with my yellow in the center and let that work its way outwards. This really is quite a magical process to watch. I mean, it's just so cool because as you're watching it, you can watch how it expands and sinks and changes. And if you watch it for a minute, you'll kind of get a feel for what else you want to add. Because as you can see with this one, the white's already shrinking considerably and turning into some of the other more vibrant colors. And as it continues to shrink, you'll see what the top will look like when it's done. And actually, I'm thinking this one's looking pretty cool, so we're going to leave this one. And this one now has a ton of action going on. Again, in the center, you'll see it shrinking, and ink pushes in and out from different points. And if you think the color is too intense, you can always come in here with just a touch of the Blanco and create something cool. Now, these two were almost completely identical. In fact, since I did 2 drops of Blanco on the other one, I'll put 2 drops in here. But you can see how the centers, they have similar colors, but they're completely different. Even when you do the same thing twice, you'll get the most amazing different results. And it continues to do this as it dries. And I think these come out wonderful. I'm obsessed with them. And it seems like everybody really enjoys watching this. So I'm hoping you guys enjoyed this. I've got one more to do here, and then I'll do a few more. And I still would like to do an acrylic pour tonight. So if I get a chance to do that, I'll post that as well. But before we go, pardon my gloves, I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer so you can see what they, it's hard to do this from this angle, but that's kind of what they look like. And I will show you tomorrow how they came out. Bye, guys.